Welcome to your weekly tea leaf reading here with Reddit Goddess. This week, it looks as though I have decided to change some things up for the reading. Instead of doing the reading where you get to see me show you the cup that I work with, the big bowl, the big tea bowl with the owls, that seems to look as though it doesn't necessarily want to hear what it needs to say, but those who have the wisdom to hear, because owls symbolize clairvoyance and clairaudience, those who have the wisdom to hear the knowledge and hear what is shared, that is meant to be shared at this moment in time, will work to utilize the inspiration, the knowledge, the power behind the words into the highest loving direction, light, path, purpose for all those involved, okay? So the crystal quartz here will amplify the energies, and this tea leaf reading is for the week of August 21st until the 27th of 2016. So I will be moving this away here so we can get a good view of that which I have to show you. So it looks like the tea leaf is going to kind of go down because it's a very big cup, okay? So for me to be able to really show you what is here, I'm going to have to flip it aside. But if you can see, as a zoom in right here, there's a lot going on. Okay, for this week's reading, there's a lot happening. There's a lot going on. So what this symbolizes, there's a lot in the air. There's a lot in the wind. There's a lot in the energy field that has not really manifested. This could be people all over the world, different cultures, different tribes, different people, different races, different prophets, different prophecies. People who are assigned to do special work at this time are all coming to manifest spiritual enlightenment, deliver a message, incorporate messages, whether they're shamans, whether they're priests, whether they're whatever it is that they feel, okay? Whether they're prophets, whether they're just here to share a spiritual message or a message in general. If they're an atheist, if they don't believe in religion, they're all delivering a message, okay? And that involves what is going on planet Earth right now and what is about to unfold by the end of this year. A lot of it's being manifested this week, and it's going to continue to manifest, okay? So I kind of see this also as not only just energies that is really all around, okay? But there's a lot of talk, okay? I see birds. To me, this looks like different species of birds, okay? And birds not only symbolize a message, a messenger, angels, totems, animal totems, spirit totems, ancestral messages, spirit messages, shamanism, but they also symbolize talk. Because birds do have a speech. They sing, but they have a certain speech. Archangels, they have a message to deliver. So this is speech. This involves, talk is a form of speech. Talk is a form of power. It manifests. So what are you talking about this week? Pay attention to the information that people are sharing with you. Pay attention to the conversations that you're having this week. Because if you're aware, a lot of things that you have been talking about have been manifesting because you are able to now perceive that clairaudience of, I do have the power to make things happen. Okay, so this can also symbolize a spiritual war that's taking place in the ethereal realms because everybody wants to bring forth a certain message during this time, and it could be banging against someone else's ideas, inspiration. Two people, they can deliver the same message, but it never comes out the same. Two people can come across that, they're here to share a similar message, but it never comes out the same. Or it could be that one person may, unintentionally affect another person's message. you know, and then they might butt heads and stuff like that. So these birds are kind of symbolizing that, okay? Last week I did see birds as well, but that was more so of a shadow bird. You know, those were your guardians. Those were your own birds. They were your own, like it was like a moon and a light of your own self. It was that shadow. But this is not about that. This is just different. Well, in a sense, we're continuing, right? We're going every week. We're growing together. We're doing this together. Whoever's watching this is doing it with me. Whoever's watching this is sharing the message with me. So in a sense, you know, we're continuing, and we don't want to always just go backwards. We want to go forward with things as well. But you also do have to know, in the energetic realm, there's no such thing as time. Okay, time is calculated on planet Earth. We need to go by time for everyday life, to make money, to meet with people. We go by a calendar, a Gregorian calendar, okay? So you get what I'm trying to say? So let's move up some things here. There's a certain individual that is trying to come and grab you. Sometimes I see different animals, like a snake, delivering a message to a bird, or vice versa, or they're kind of, you know, trying to get one another. And that can be symbolic of two people coming together, okay? And what that means is, a snake, for example, you know, sheds its old skin, absorbs a lot, is slithering, is sneaky, is devious, not in a negative sense, but that's just, it's just the way it is. Birds, you know, they don't, you know, like snakes, for example, most snakes of what we know of, they don't fly from the sky. They don't have wings. Birds have wings. So, you know, there's different aspects to them, but they can kind of be like people too, right? Because people have different characteristics. People can be sly, devious, and it's just a character. And other people can be more extrovert, you know? Sometimes we have all those characteristics within ourselves, but I am seeing a person, it's a person, trying to grab your attention, trying to get at you at this moment in time. And I want you to kind of hear them out, because like I said, there's going to be messages that are going to be delivered this week that you should be paying attention to. And there's no really such thing as good and bad messages, because it all depends on how you take things. It all depends on how you understand things and perceive things. And let me tell you, you attract things for a very good reason, okay? Do you believe in synchronicities? Today, for whoever has been watching me knows that I attract the number 44 like no tomorrow. Yesterday, I had a customer come in who returned 44 things. 44. And this person was the 4,444th customer of the day. It said it on the computer. And I just blurted it out. I was like, oh, you know what? This number is following me everywhere. And then all of a sudden, the lady goes to me, oh, I get my birth chart checked out. You're into numerology too? And I'm like, oh my gosh, you know? So I was like, you need to tell me what life path number you are, sweetheart, because I have a feeling you're connected to the vibrations that I'm attracted to. And then all of a sudden I go to her, I'm like, number 44 equals to 8 if you reduce it, although 44 life path or master number 44, you're not supposed to because it's a master number. It's still, you know, symbolic of 8. And I'm like, 8 life path. And I'm like, you need to tell me your life path number, because 11, 22, the number 2, the number 4, the number 8, the number 13, the number 22, the number 44 are all on the same vibrational level. So I told her that. And then she's like, I don't know my life path number, but I know like my personality number and my soul number and all this stuff like that. And she's like, she was talking about getting her birth chart checked out all the time by an astrologer. And so all of a sudden, she's like, do the math. And I'm like, okay. So she gave me her birthday and her year and or whatever. And then we ended up finding out that her life path number is 11. So obviously that coincides together. And the temple that my community's at is equals to number 11 as well. So today I visited a few friends, and we were discussing some things. And so I got something from them, and then when I got my receipt said the number was 44. It was 00044 or something. And then the time was, I can't remember exactly, but it was like, it ended with 44 as well. And I still have this receipt. It was today, it was a few hours ago. And they know me, they're into numerology, they're into this stuff too. And we start laughing. I'm like, I swear, what's with this number 44, right? Even my phone digits add up to number 44. So by me talking about this right now, it's a form of somebody discussing conversation. Somebody is trying to reach out to you and deliver a message. So obviously at this moment in time, I could be that somebody who's trying to send you and deliver a message to you. Okay. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean you're going to attract the number 44, but it's symbolic of paying attention to number frequencies, paying attention to people's conversations. Things happen for a reason. You see people for a reason. You meet people for a reason. Everything is a reason. And it doesn't matter what you believe in. Doesn't matter if you're religious. Doesn't matter if you're atheist. Doesn't matter if you're pagan. Doesn't matter if you're a shaman, if you're a witch, if you're this. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So it still works, okay? It still manifests. It still works. I'm getting these vibes of these birds. It's a lot of talk at your workplace, a lot of talk at your home, a lot of talk about changes taking place. There's a lot of changes taking place around everybody right now. And my advice is to, you know what, you're going to have to really give in and submit yourselves to the gravity. And I don't mean let go, allow yourself to be passive and fall down and break your bones. I mean, you got to allow yourself to flow and to absorb the energies around you and to grow with it. You know, like I've been receiving emails from people going, is it just me or is it just where I'm at, where the energy, because there's a lot of energy, and it's a lot of static energies happening. It was raining here for like a week. There was thunder, there was lightning, there was rain going on for like a week. And everybody that I've been connecting to, all different places from the world, like from the States, from different continents, from the States, from Europe, from other places of the world, it started raining and there was thunder from like everybody I was connecting with last week. Okay. So obviously energy flows, and energy does not know any boundaries. And it seeks to manifest on a physical. So if it could get a hold of you, if it could get a hold of a physical substance, then, you know, that static energy, right? If you get what I mean. If you study physics, you know what I'm talking about. Like I always mention, you know, if you're trying to understand me, if you're trying to understand my brain, if you're trying to understand the way I work, or my life circumstances, you got to understand, how does a remote work? The positive and the negative battery. How does any of that stuff work? There's a positive and a negative, right? Like everything. Everything. Look at these birds. So many different species, so many different messages, so many things are being delivered to you during this time, okay? So I'm going to end this reading by giving you the encouragement that doesn't matter what path you're on, you don't have to believe in what I believe in. I don't encourage you to believe in what I believe in. I encourage you to fulfill your own purpose in life, okay? So if you're following somebody, or if you're watching somebody, and you want to fight them, or you disagree with them, who cares? You don't have to agree with them. Everybody's delivering a message that they feel they're entitled to feel. Okay, everybody has the right to their own opinion. And those who are suited for you will come for you and stay with you. Those who come for you and do something for you or exchange something for you for an hour, for a day, for a few minutes, that's still meant to happen, but they're meant to, like I said, they're meant to share that energy with you, okay? But those who are meant to be with you will stay with you and they will grow with you, okay? And you'll know who these people are. They're here for your purpose as well. If you feel you're here for a purpose, such as myself, I feel I'm on earth, I've incarnated on earth, not to mess around, because I have a life purpose to deliver, and this is real. It's not a joke. It's not just entertainment. It's just not a tea leaf reading. It's just not a cartomancy reading. It's not just a regular tarot reading. I'm here to deliver a real flipping cause, okay? I don't care if it takes me 50 years, I'm doing it. I don't care if things are being flown at me, I'm doing it. I'm still alive, and I will keep staying alive. But, like I said, if you feel you have a purpose in life, you got to keep doing what you're meant to do. You got to keep doing what you feel is right for you, okay? Not that right and wrong is part of it, but, or that it matters, because there's no such thing. There's no such thing as mistakes, because you got to go through life in order to really understand what's for you, what's not for you, and you'll change and you'll grow. And if you don't, the world will conspire to force you to change and grow and take things away from you and bring other things to you, okay? So I think that's what the message, I think that's what all these birds are, all this chit chat, all this talk is all about. Things are changing. If you don't want to change, if you don't want to get up and change things in your life, if you're too comfortable with everything going on in your life, the world is going to force things, rip things out of you until you wake the F up. Unfortunately, it gets a little bit harder that way, but it will happen until things are shaken up and you are put in places where you actually got to do something about it. Okay, guys? Master number 44. It's a powerful deal, all right? Number 8, number 44. You know, I was having a conversation with somebody the other day, and they're like, Talar, you're an 8 life path. You're a control freak. You know, whether you recognize it or not, you know how to control things, you know how to control energies, you know how to control. And I was like, you know, it's not that I control it, it's just, you know, I can't control everything. I can control a lot, but I don't like that word. I don't like that definition, because that word, you know, it's not what most people think it is. And to me, it's something different. Obviously, to you, it's something different, just like every word is to most people. But every human individual has a powerful influence, has something, right? Everybody has a skill, everybody has an ability. And I guess this person was trying to say, Talar, you have a power to control things and situations. So don't say that you don't have the power, so don't say you're not controlling, because you are. And that's what she was saying to me. So, well, I am an 8 life path, so... Anyways, guys, we will keep in touch, and I hope you enjoyed this week's reading. Take care for now.